La 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 la, tra la la la. Help! Help! Won't somebody help me? Hey, how come I don't get cool music like you guys? Your music's fine. What would you know, Batman? You stole your music from Spider-Man. No, he stole it from me. He's stolen so much from me. Why don't you boys quit bickering and save the little girl already? I'll save her, and I'll show you guys I deserve cool theme music just like you. Ah! What is up? How's the Legion of Comic Collectors doing today? Well, today I have a pretty epic haul. Made some huge headway on my goals list. Got an order from my comic shop and some eBay pickups. But first off, something I found at Walmart. This is pretty cool. I'm not huge on these McFarlane page punchers, but this Mr. Freeze is awesome. And it does have a McFarlane exclusive comic in it, which is pretty cool. The Batman there, it's like, I don't know, like a caveman looking Batman. I didn't pick that up, but I did get this Mr. Freeze. Kind of torn on if I'm going to take him out of box or not. But on to eBay. So, if you follow my Instagram, you've probably seen these first batch of books. But I've been working super hard on Bombshells. Gotten down, after this, I would need 4. 2 from the Bombshells and 2 from the Bombshells United. And this book was a bit of a ghost. I mean, I checked every site I could think of. Could not find this book. There was 2 for auction on eBay. And I was luckily the only bidder on the book. Won it pretty easily. So, probably the toughest of those to get down was that. And then from Instagram, a seller named Comic Curator 86. I remember it was probably a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I wanted to get this book, and I forget what the prices even were now. Like, I want to say up towards $100, something like that. And I got it from Comic Curator for $10. This being the first appearance of Isis. So super happy with that. And then I finally got around to picking up the Comic Mint San Diego Comic-Con Superman 75 black foil. Got a little burnt out on the foils. I didn't pick this up right off the bat. It didn't help that the pictures they were using made it look like a rainbow foil. But in waiting and picking this up through eBay, I also got the Superman 1 reprint foil. And I know for one of these books, it was like $40 on the Comic Mint. And I paid about that for both of them. So super happy with that. Now these are going to be mixed. You're going to see some books from my comic shop. I did these through eBay, but some of them came, a good chunk of them came from my comic shop. I didn't realize till they came in. But we have the final issue of Superman Adventures. Tough book to get. Super low print. Issue 66. And this has probably been the series I've been after this year or so. Really going back to last year. We have the second to last issue, 65. A Livewire appearance. 61. 57. 56. 55. 53, and the very last issue I needed to complete this set, 49. So I'm super happy. Really excited to get this. It was probably a week and a half ago. I was joking around with my buddy Richard Higo, trying to convince him to buy some books from this series. And just kind of joking around that I had had all these in my eBay cart for a minute and just wasn't motivated to buy them. And in messing around with him, sort of motivated myself to finally finish it. So there we have it. Biggest set down from my goals list. Now, also from eBay, when I'm looking at my goals, stuff that like I really, really want, we're talking about Batman Adventures. And there's really only a couple books that would be hard to get. So I looked around and managed to get them. We have Batman Adventures Volume 2. This is the second to last issue, issue 16. The Wedding of Harley Quinn and Joker. And the only other kind of tougher issue, issue 3. You know, anything with the Joker on it's going to be a bit tough to find. So after that, I'm waiting for these to come in. I did do a My Comic Shop order, which is, you know, a little ironic. Let me flip these around a little bit. I can show them to you without getting them out of order. So I thought, well, how much would it cost to finally finish Batman Adventures? All the series. Now I have a complete Volume 1, but there's the Volume 2 I just showed you. There's Batman and Robin Adventures and Batman Gotham Adventures, all tied in, you know, the same DC Batman animated series. And weirdly enough, my comic shop had all of them. And about 2 days after I made the cart, I got the discount, because they give a different discount code every week that knocks 10% off. And it was just too good a deal, because a lot of these are just $2 books. I don't think any but one was really higher than like $2.50. All of these Gotham Adventures, I think there's 15. I needed to finish my run of that. All very cool. And I think it was one of these Joker covers was a little bit more before the discount kicked in. Like maybe this one. But, you know, it's not like you're paying 10 bucks a book to finish it off. All relatively cheap, and then the discount on top of it. I just had to pull the trigger. So that was the last Gotham Adventures. We have Batman Adventures Volume 2. I needed 11, 9, 8, and 4, I think was the last one. And then Batman and Robin I needed Annual 2. The final issue, issue 25. Issue 22, 20, and 17. So, not just Superman Adventures, all of Batman Adventures knocked out. Fantastic. Now, there is, of course, the new ones they're doing. I know I have all of Season 1, I have all of Season 2, except like the last couple. And I have not picked up any of the Season 3. And as far as the Diniverse goes, I have a complete volume of the Justice League 1. I'm missing some of the Volume 2, and I think I only have 3 or 4 of the Green Lantern animated. So not too far away from finishing off the Diniverse. And then I picked up some other random stuff. I saw that they were doing a Batman, like a second one of these Neo Year minis. So I figured it was a good time to finish up the first one. I had 1 through 3 and 6. Or 1 through 2 and 6. So I picked up 3, 4, 5. And then also newer. The only other new books I picked up. I don't know what's up with new books at DC. Because I feel like it's been 3 months since I bought issue 4 of Justice Society, and they didn't have anything listed as being available on their site other than issue 5. So I don't know if that's really what they're up to, but got to get Justice Society, and Titans issue 2 is the newest one they had on there. So that's it for the newer books. But I did finish off 3 more series. We just talked about, I needed 4 bombshells. We have Bombshells United 19, which is the last issue of that. Issue 17. And then of the regular Bombshell run, I needed issue 25 with the Suicide Squad. And issue 24. So that is it for Bombshells. There is a Gotham City Garage. I don't know if it's related. In my mind it's related. But I do need like 5 or 6 to finish that. But all of the Bombshells 1 and 2 complete. And when that discount kicked in, because I had this cart made for, I want to say like 5 days or so. I don't really remember. And it was debating pulling the trigger on it. Was kind of feeling unmotivated because I knew I had finished Superman Adventures. But I went ahead and looked, and they had all of these real cheap. None of these were expensive. And the discount applied to them too. Legionnaires. So if you watch my channel long enough, you know I finished the Legion of Superheroes Volume 4. That runs concurrent with this. And actually tried reading it. But unfortunately at some point, the story goes back and forth between Legion of Superheroes and Legionnaires. So if you don't have the Legionnaires, you're missing stuff. Was a little disappointed in this. I've never got a bad shaped book. I mean, this looks a bit destroyed and wet. Never gotten something like that from them, so I do need to replace that at some point, but at least I can read it. Issue 49. 34. To finish off Legionnaires 2, which is very cool. So now I can actually read all of my Legion. Kind of cool here, Adam Hughes. I see people selling this for like 10-15 bucks on Instagram. I think I got it for $2.50 plus 10% off. And issue 3. So super happy. Finished a ton of series. All of these books, apart from the new stuff, was on my goals list. So I'm beyond happy. You talk about stuff when I made my goals list. What's really important? What do you enjoy reading and really collecting? And definitely this Diniverse Batman Superman Adventures would be right at the top of my list. So super, super happy. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And with that, that's all I got. I'll see y'all next time.